The question is, what is better than a Civic Type-R? Well, how about two of them? Hey guys, my name is Mike. Welcome to AX Garage. And today we not just have one, but we have two 2023 all-new Honda Civic Type-R FL5. Now on my left is this beautiful boost blue carryover from the FK8. And on my right, legendary iconic championship white. Now we're gonna have content on both of these cars, but on today's episode, we're gonna focus onto the boost blue. We have some OEM and also aftermarket upgrades for it. But before we get started, why don't we take a quick look? And guys, first thing on the list, we have a full Alcantara OEM factory accessory steering wheel. This is a full Alcantara unit along with some red stitching. Now the factory unit is a leather unit, so why don't we grab this steering wheel and I'm gonna take you inside and compare between the both before we get started. And over here we have the factory leather steering wheel also with red stitching and the mighty red emblem. Now comparing between the two, we have the Alcantara right over here. And also we have the leather. Now, if you ask me which one do I like better, I do like both. I think the Alcantara do offer a better grip, but yet the leather is good for everyday use, especially for cleaning. Now, as far as for the inside, it's hard for me to tell at the moment, but I think they both gonna look pretty good. It's really up to your own preference. Now, next up, why don't we go ahead and start off this process? I think first thing we're gonna have to do is pop off this airbag, then we can remove the switches, and then we can go ahead and remove the entire steering wheel. And with the steering wheel out of the way, let's work on the next item. John, what do we have here?
My favorite part, the wheels. So these are a set of Spoon SW388s. I believe that's what it is, right, Mike?
Yes.
In their signature matte black finish. The specs are right here. They are 18 by 9.5 with a plus 40. And I believe this is the same spec as the FK8, right?
Same spec.
Yeah, same spec. And so we're pretty familiar with these. They're very nice, lightweight, strong wheels. And then we have the Falken Azenis. What are these? I forget which model these ones are. I have a set for myself right next to it.
We have like 3 sets of tires here, John.
Yeah, they are the AT615Rs. So they're very nice tires. They have a really nice stiff sidewall on it, and they're gonna make the car ride pretty good. They may be a little noisy because you see these large flat contact areas without little lines like you would see in, say, one of our standard tires here. It has lots of lines. That's what makes it quieter. These give you more contact patch, so they're a little bit louder, but they perform great. So we're gonna go ahead and mount these up. These are a 265/35/18. It should be a real nice fitment on this.
and we got the wheels and tires all done. Next up, let's move on to the next item. I mean, can't do it without lowering the car. And we have a set of Eibach springs right over here. This is from the FK8, told by many that it will fit perfectly without any issues. Along with that, we have a set of blue raised lug nuts over here. I think really gonna give a nice contrast with the wheel and also the color of the car. So next up, let's go ahead and get the car up in the air, take the wheels off, and let's get started. And looking at the suspension, look really, really close to the FK8, John.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's exactly the same. And, you know, there's no problem with that because the FK8 suspension is awesome. You love it. We've all driven it. It performs great.
Why fix it when it's not broken,
Yeah,
right?
why fix it when it's not broken? I feel like this car is packaging all the good stuff from the FK8 and adding in where there were some negatives, such as like the audio, a little bit of the interior. And you know, I think it's a really awesome setup. We already know how this suspension works. We've done a bunch of lowering jobs on here. I think we're gonna run through this pretty quick and get on the alignment.
Yeah, so I think we could start with the front first and work our way to the back.
Yeah, the fronts take a little bit more time. The back is 1, 2, 3. So we always do the hardest first and finish with the easiest. That way we can go home happy. Right?
One, two, three, and we are all done up in the front here.
Yeah, that was pretty simple. It was exactly like the FK8s that we've done before, and everything went right in, no difference. So there's no difference there as far as installation goes, but let's go ahead and take a look at the back. And the back looks pretty much similar too. Other than this part, we were looking at the exhaust has a valve in it that I didn't even realize it. So before you had two big tips on the back and one smaller one in the middle. Now when this valve opens, it's a straight shot out the back of the car.
Got a nice diffuser in the back
yeah,
too, huh?
this too. That's definitely a whole plastic diffuser. Before there was just some carpet. Well, it's like an extension of the fender liner, so that's pretty neat. But here, everything's the same. We're gonna pop our sway bar out. Then we're gonna loosen our toe adjusting bolt, remove this one, swing the arm down, swap the spring out. This one's really basic. This is super easy.
All right, so with the suspension out of the way, I think we're now ready for the Spoon SW388.
Yeah.
Inside.
All right, so we got it on here. We already rolled out the compensation to get our readings. We can see our front toes are even at -1.5, and our front cambers, I should say, are on point here at 1.5 in the green. Our toes are out as we would expect. We have some negative camber in the rear. I don't know if it's our machine or every single car on the planet, but we have a little bit more camber in our right rear usually on here. And the toes are out pretty even. So this is gonna be a pretty simple adjustment. We have no camber kits, so we're just gonna put the toes in spec and send this baby on the road.
And we're going on our first test drive after alignment, and it's actually the first time I'm taking an FL5 on the road. The driving position I think is a little different from the FK8, I should say, John. But other than that, I mean, I love the new seat, the cluster, the gauges. It's totally different here.
Yeah, and I must say, it's a bit more comfortable. The bolsters are there, but they're a little less aggressive, I would say, than the FK8. But I like this because this is a lot like my Integra, and I already really like that car a lot, as you all know.
Yeah, I really love the gauges, how to set up with the technometers and all of those readings. I think definitely give it a nice touch.
Look, it did come online.
Yeah, there you go. It just wasn't hot enough. But going back with the suspension, I gotta say, man, it rides really good.
Yeah, it rides good.
We have switched it from different mode, and so far so good, from sport, comfort, and individual with the ADS system, along with the Eibach Springs. I think drop about what, 1.5, 1.4, 1.5 inch?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks good. All of our specs are pretty good.
So this car have about 538 miles now, and maybe we should give a little gas and see
I think
how she behaves.
I think it's called sending it.
Full send?
I would send it. And you know, my idea of full send and your idea of full send are two different things.
Different. Yeah.
I'm kind of like, let's see if we can break it kind of full send. You're like, let's squeeze it a little bit kind of full send. I know that. That's why the two of us balance each other out. So.
And I tell you what, though, I like the fact that we went with an 18 with a little fatter tires, and man, it just rides so much better.
It does. And so I can hear the Azenis tires, the Falkens. Those large contact patches, your trade-off is road noise.
Yeah,
but it's not
noisy.
horrible.
It's noisy, yeah.
Especially compared to the Michelins that were on it previously, which are designed for performance and quiet. It's like a happy medium.
And I tell you what, though, I know I said earlier, between the leather options and also the Alcantara, I mean, this definitely give me a really nice grip. But for everyday driving, I think the leather option might be a better fit for me.
For the longevity of the steering wheel.
I think maybe you guys should drop a comment below, see what option you guys like, but it's hard. For every day, I think leather, but you know, for track and spiritual driving, Alcantara.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Got a neat tone to the exhaust.
It's so different from the FK8.
Yeah.
It's almost like a tuned exhaust.
Yeah.
And guys, with the alignment out of the way, we are all done with this all-new FL5 Civic Type-R. You guys like what you see? Make sure you guys are considering subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification, and also follow us on social media pages for Facebook and Instagram at Acura Honda Classics. My name is Mike, behalf of Ace Garage. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.